morning. Good morning. Just putting lotion on me. I know who's awake with me right now. My goodness. My goodness. Alright. We have a new moon. Hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning. Guys, early birds. Once my eyes crack open and I'm looking at things. First thing I do is look at my plant lights. I'm like, is it 6:25 yet? Because it's that's when it goes off. And I'm like, fuck, it's not up. It's not on. There's no point in falling asleep at that point. Once I'm conscious, it's just, it is what it is. I do need to wake up. I did kind of just jump on, but that's okay. What's the new moon in? Taurus. Is the new moon in Taurus? Taurus. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Hope we're all ready for this. All ready for this. Be nice and grounded. I'm so sorry. I didn't come back yesterday. It's a crazy day with yard work, and then by the time with me doing yard work, I'd have forced myself to come in at 2, and then I was pretty much laid out for the entire rest of the day. So I know the last couple times they said I'd come on, and I ended up in too much pain to be able to come back on. So I'm sorry. New moon, new things, new dates, new energy. Releasing. It's a different type of release, but go ahead. New moon, Judy Bloom. That's new. All right. So King of Pentacles. Okay, I don't know if it's just with the decks lately, but he's standing on a goat, which towards Capicorn Virgo. But there's fire in this window, and there's a bird over here, but it looks like water. I can't tell if it's water, air, or a cloud. And I want to say the King of Pentacles from that deck, it just, whatever was coming out yesterday was the complete opposite. Now we have sky and fire. It could just represent cusping, but the first thing I noticed was the bird. But I thought it was water, so it's probably a sky. But I also thought he was outside. But now I think he's inside. So, I don't know what's up with this King of Pentacles lately. He definitely has his own little vibe going on, that's for sure. The sun. Oh, he sees something. That's how it's being told. Harp on the horse. That's a beautiful baby. Its eyes are actually pretty prominent here. To me, that they're blue. Ow. I don't. Eyes are prominent there too, but I can't tell what color. So whoever made this deck put detail into the eye, but I didn't notice until the baby came out. What did I say? It's being said as, oh, he's coming. Oh, something. Oh, Ophelia. Let me blow my nose. Oh, he sees something? I don't know. Now I'm here. O'Reilly's. So I don't know if it's just an O, if it's OH, OPH, opium. Must be something with the letter O with a number. Oh, he sees something. I think that's what I said. I've never seen horsehair like that, even if it's braided. So there's something attention to detail. And I almost said something about his hair, and then I was like, but it looks like so freshly brushed, and then he has the braid strategically placed. I just don't know how he would get it so strategically placed without it being like frizzy and a little hair off a little bit, right? Even a little bit. Look at the pony or the horse. I mean, it's just like, you don't see horses with hair like that. So this person is definitely attention to detail with the eyes and the hair. So I don't know if this is like, I just heard laser eye surgery, laser something. Yeah, maybe somebody's vision Because I did, what was the first thing I said? Oh, he sees it. I don't know. Some kind of laser surgery. Again, I've never seen a horse have hair like that. And I almost said something about his slick back hair. I mean, even the tail is like up in the air. I mean, he could be leaping, which would make sense on why the baby's standing in the saddle. Just looked up, good morning. I mean, and I'm telling you, like, the attention to detail is like incredible, actually. So somebody's picking up on like little details. It could be you, it could be another energy. It just could be the energy you're in where you're just like, oh, I've never noticed that before. Now I'm noticing that. It could be your own facial features. It could be, you could be aging. You could be reversing. You can't really do that, but like, I guess you could, like, aesthetically. You could be looking at kids and being like, oh, I wish I was young again. I don't think this is representing Leo per se. It is because it's the Sun card, but someone's eye for detail. I mean, it could be an artist, or this is you need to pay attention to detail. And Mercury's kind of retro. We don't have any other planets that really talk about attention to detail. I mean, unless you're creating, but yeah, when you're creating, you want attention to detail, but this just seems like extreme. I can barely even see this guy's face. I wanted to go like that, like it was my phone. So somebody could be looking at your photos and blowing up your pictures. His energy is exhausted, feeling way down. Could be traveling. What was the first thing I said? Oh, he sees. Oh, he's just kind of an older gentleman too. I don't think this is just talking about youth. Picking out a foal, but I heard Foley. So yeah, see, there's someone could be purchasing something, being really, really particular on how they do purchase something. And then I think Foley for like tyranny into a bag. So I don't. You could be babysitting your grandchildren if you have any. And you're like, whew, so much work. It feels like you're admiring something, but the attention to detail is, I don't know if it's like too nitpicky here. Queen of Wands, that almost looks like she has a drumstick in her hand. got like scarecrow pants on. Old ass like fighting shoes, boxers. But from like the knee up, she's dressed like a yeah. So what is happening here? You could be, a unique dresser to say the least, but I mean, there's a damn fucking fire in the background and a big empty dry field, so I don't know if she created it with a little wand there and it's just like, oh, I got time. She's got jewels on like the Egyptian age, though. Oh, the wand does have a gem at the bottom of it. Looks like a drumstick. I can actually see the smoke in that card. It's very detailed. Someone just might have an eye for detail. I don't know what this is. If that's the case, then great. She almost reminds me of like Pippi Longstocking. Like she just doesn't care. Like, I am who I am. More like Punky Brewster. But I'm getting Pippi Longstocking. She lived on a ship, right? Their dad, yeah. Sailor. Sailor Moon. I know that's a thing. I've never watched it. I don't know what it is. It could be a cartoon, I think. Yeah, okay. It must be something about watching a kid. If somebody's pregnant. First-time parents, even though they don't look like first-time parents. He definitely looks like he has more age and wisdom than her. Like, no disrespect. Now we're back to, I don't know if somebody's hiding something again. So I don't know if somebody thinks somebody's like a shitty father and that's why they're hiding a child. I'm like, oh, didn't help with the first one. Like, I'm not even going to bother. I'm telling you I'm pregnant with the second. Like, I mean, who on earth would do such a thing? But like, apparently somebody, because I'm getting like, I'm getting that pregnancy card out of that deck. Like hiding a pregnancy or this could be like surprise. Like, yeah, surprising your father that lives in another country. I mean, I don't. If somebody's looking at your application or your artwork too, I'm telling you, because it's something like the eye for detail is pretty intense. Maybe you're younger and you're pregnant and it's an older gentleman. There's somebody definitely older. For somebody that just could be just really admiring you. Good morning. You could, maybe one of you wants kids, the other one already has kids, the other one doesn't want kids. They could be looking at you like you're youthful, fertile. Let's get another row. I'd like more information, but I feel like it's coming from this energy. So, again, this could be a boss. This doesn't look like a work situation, but I'm not sure. 2 of Wands. Yeah, again, like this is like, do I want to take that step? Even though I'm not clarifying the King of Pentacles right now, but like 7 of Wands, almost like blocking it at the same time, but it's like a stick person here. I want to call it a stick person. I don't know what you'd call it. Like a ski slope. A race. So I do feel like this person watching, I'm not getting like the creepy vibe, like yesterday. I don't know. I don't know if you met somebody from a different country. I don't know if you have a kid and you haven't said something yet. Maybe you don't want work to find out you have a child. I know this doesn't look like work, but there's something with work. I mean, this could just be, wouldn't be the average headhunter, but it would make sense for somebody to have such attention to like detail, like your ups, your downs. This could be like your biological father. They haven't seen you since you're a kid. Now you're a grown woman. I mean, no idea. That cat looks like, not like a Maine Coon, but a big cat. Three of Wands, yeah, keeping a distance, at a distance, another land, another location. It's almost like land, location, travel, how would I get there? Again, this could be a job offer. You don't know you're being watched or considered as a candidate. Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Someone could be devastating here. I don't see that yet. Doesn't mean it's not there. The World, the Ace of Pentacles. Again, this could be another country with the Three of Wands, the World. Ace of Pentacles is usually money, job, security. So this could be travel for work. Four of Wands is definitely in regards to your foundation. I've never seen a Four of Wands look so strange. It's not really that it's strange. It's just like it's the wreath. It's a celebration. It's a foundation. That could be a house. But you wouldn't put a fire pit under that. This is about a new foundation, a new start. It could be a new key to a house. It could be you're not used to the weather. There's a bear right there. And fern. But here's the weird thing. Fern wouldn't be growing if there's no leaves on a tree. Yeah, see, the attention to detail is crazy. Someone has an eye for detail. Because that fern would be brown even if it was winter and the bear. It's not really about the bear. I mean, it could just be dark. That possibly does look like birch. But still, there'd be leaves. I mean, I guess it's turning a little brown. That's if it's like going into fall. But leaves wouldn't even be gone like that. Now that's throwing me off. So I think the seasons are a little different. Well, obviously the seasons are a little different in other places, but Maybe you're deciding to go to art school, guys. I don't know. The attention to detail is insane here. Like, someone has an eye for detail. It's the way they're looking at you, the way you're being considered as a candidate. Like, there might be like an age difference, curiosity. Somebody could be waiting for you to make a decision. Some of you could be adopting. You could be older, younger, vice versa. Maybe somebody's not fertile. Baby's coming. Or maybe it's a toddler. You were thinking about hoping it was a baby. It's like waiting for you to be done with your journey. Or like, hey, you coming? I think this has to do with another country, another way of living. I feel like some of you are definitely moving. Anything you'd be missing would be like the Chariot, some other things to really confirm that. But there's definitely some type of move here for some of you. Relocation, hotter, colder. We did say something about rainy season, right? Everyone thinks Ireland. I mean, I'd love to visit Ireland, but it rains a lot in Ireland. It is cold as fuck in Ireland. So, but when it's not, it's absolutely stunning. I mean, you could just be looking at land. This could be a down payment. The Ace of Pence isn't usually a down payment to a house, but it is a pentacle. You don't necessarily need signing a contract with you. You don't necessarily need, I guess, like the 10 of Pentacles. I guess that could be a down payment. What's just the overall energy here? Couple cards for the overall energy. I don't even know if you know this person is watching you. A divorce, someone could be older, somebody could be younger, there could be kids involved, somebody wants to relocate, but this looks like a big relocation. Like, this would have to be like, you'd have to put it into your papers. Like, if you were to, like, hey, I'm going to move to another country, you'd think somebody would fight that, but like, maybe it's just looking at other land. Fire sign has come out. Fell on my lap too. I do have some fire here. Experiencing a breakup. Doesn't even look like a breakup. This looks like that's already clearly happened and is relocating. Earth sign. Distance. Might be distance between you and your partner physically, emotionally. To me, this isn't like physical or emotional distance. This, if anything, it might be upcoming distance, but not distance in the sense of like, we're just not talking, or there needed to be some type of separation if somebody was like codependent. This actually looks like distant. Like this wouldn't be like the next state over. This would be like a couple states over. Like, say you live in Mass and it's like, all right, I'm going to move to New York. It's only a few states, but it's a long ass drive. I mean, New York is fucking huge. It could take you 8 hours to get from one end to the other. So somebody is definitely thinking about relocating, looking at land. Again, the attention to detail is insane. Honeymoon phase, attending somebody's wedding. Okay, so this could just be a vacation. And it could be a destination wedding. You might meet somebody that lives in another country if it's some type of event. I don't see event here, but I do see, honeymoon, and it just could be taking a trip and you meet somebody and you get that feeling, because it's like a honeymoon phase. But again, it could be attending an event in another country, and it could be a work event. It just could be an adventure you signed up for. The odds of you meeting somebody are high. Odds are in your favor. I wouldn't say the odds are against you here. So maybe you're taking a vacation after a bad breakup. Like, nothing here tells me that there's been a breakup. This looks like something's been final, and it's like, okay, how do I go about this? It's something like that. Again, somebody could just be looking at land. Is there enough land? Is it woodsy? I think more woodsy than city. If it's in the city, it's way back in the woods. That makes sense. You could be building a log cabin. This could be a summer home. You could just be taking there's definitely a new start here. The red flags you ignore now will come back and bite you later. So definitely a heads up here. Use your intuition when it comes to something. So I don't know if somebody's trying to lie to get around. There's something here that I'm not seeing, obviously. That's not meant to be seen. But this could also be saying, if you don't use your intuition and make this move or go on this vacation or put distance between you and somebody, this is not going to pan out. And this looks like a good new start. So I would definitely follow your intuition versus not, because the King of Pentacles is very practical, methodical. Logical. Responsible. So there's something going on that he or she is questioning, and you think like the attention to detail here would be like nothing would get past somebody, but heads up, you don't get taken advantage of. Especially if you're in the middle of a divorce, do not purchase property. That would be not the smartest move. If you're considering getting a divorce, again, I wouldn't be purchasing property. Not the smartest fucking move, but whatever floats your boat. You could be giving somebody could be getting property out of a divorce. Even if it's like a beautiful RV and it was once on a plot of land, like it's gone. Maybe you got the land, they got the RV. The RV is probably more money than the freaking land. because I'm seeing like a luxury RV, you know? So I don't just, again, this could be you just separating yourself, going a completely different direction, starting new, but heads up here because there's something that somebody is not seeing. And I don't think that's like you, like my spirituals per se, like it's, you're going to catch feelings with love spell. Love shack, baby, love shack. But I feel like there's an energy watching you too, like watching you make your next move. Even if you're distancing yourself. For a second, it felt like this energy was really watching that energy, but that I think somebody's so caught up with watching a particular energy that that person is missing something, especially if you think you're slick. You're not slick because you're about to miss something that could bite you in the ass. Caution, find out more information. Don't overwork yourself. Yeah, so there's something. I don't really see health here. But always pay attention to your health. If you're building or relocating, no, this seems more like mental. Mental or physical. Isn't May Mental Awareness Month? Blueberries. Just gonna pull up the blueberries with the candle. Oh man. Well, congratulations. Something looks really good. Just be careful when it comes to the spy, gold digger, love spell. Love shack, baby, love shack. They want your money. Someone's got the eye on you doing research. You've been bewitched. You could have fell for a gold digger. You could have a private eye looking at somebody, a lawyer. Again, I think it's just somebody else watching somebody. You could be just assuming that somebody is using you for your money. Is it love? Is it money? Two of the most powerful things in the Matrix that can get you caught up. But I don't think someone's a gold digger here. If there is, I think you're highly aware of it. I don't think it's somebody new. I mean, it could be, but I don't think so. But it's something like a situation you already know, like heads up, caution. Could be a doctor. They could work in the medical field with that there. They don't have to, but don't overwork yourself in general, your health. Somebody could know you're going in a new direction with somebody else because there's something new here. If this was a divorce and there was money involved, again, somebody could have got the property. So you're looking for a new property. Or you just decided to buy something new because of memories. Are you contemplating somebody's just a gold digger? Keep hearing gold digger. You could, but nothing else here is telling me that somebody is, unless it's just like an epiphany all of a sudden. It's like, oh, damn. But I don't know, someone else in the middle trying to sabotage this. So it's sticky. There's a third person, as if there is a marriage. I don't see multiple people here though, which is nice. This looks like a clean split, like, but somebody could still be kind of watching you and seeing like what your next moves are, and you're trying to be incognito. But I don't think you're as slick as you think you are. Didn't I already say that? Because I don't think it's just a thought. I think you're too someone here is too consumed with something else that you're not seeing something else. And I do feel like there's something here that can bite you in the ass, like sealing the deal, like, but yeah, see, abandoned, sealing the deal, like what? Purge, divine timing. So that could be definitely like a contract over. Spirit's kind of watching you. Something could have went down in the winter, the divorce maybe. You've been admiring property, land, a person since then. Could possibly take an action, doing the right thing, balancing of the scales. So someone's definitely had an eye on you. There could be something with a family situation. Again, this could just be relocating. Whatever this is, it's said and done. And then it's like a whole nother, someone's looking at something like a whole nother set of problems, but you're only creating the problem by overthinking that something else is a problem. Does that make sense? Without trying to confuse you? Yeah, I definitely heads up here. I just kind of want to put it back and give you a different message, but no, like, I don't think this is you finding out somebody used you for something, but like, you found out something. I don't know if somebody signed something. Somebody lied about a document, or somebody lied about a document, or erased something, or signed a document. Forgery. There's something. Someone signed someone's name. I don't know if that cannonball has exploded yet. Cannonball. It's pulling me to don't kill a mosquito with a cannon. Confucius. So there is family, something with family. I said gold digger. Yeah, material, pause, family. So somebody could have just been with somebody for money. They could have. I don't know, if you think somebody's not in it for the money, they are. And I think it's somebody within your family, something sticky. Your assets could be frozen or about to be frozen. I don't think it's that deep, though. You could be sending child support. There's a child here. You could be you could be loaning money to a family. Lost the home in a fire. Maybe there might have been a fire. You're loaning money to somebody, or you're just giving them money. But if you're just giving them money, it's not part of a settlement. It's like someone's got their little finger wrapped around you, wrapped around your finger, their finger. Because this is like, oh, I'll do anything for family, but not seeing like something mischievous, like this, because this is like somebody maybe thinking it, but definitely not seeing it. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh yeah, I'll give you some, especially if somebody is wealthy and they have enough money to lend, whether or not you're going to get it back or not. You know, you must have enough You must be living comfortably enough to help out or something like that. Or here, I'll give you a chunk. You can go buy a new property. It makes them feel better, like you're helping somebody out, but you're not. It's like spoiling somebody, or somebody feels obligated here, but there's nothing here to feel obligated about. So somebody's convinced you like it's your job, it's your obligation. Like I don't know. It's like I almost want to put my hands up like it's your money, but it's you're just not seeing it yet, and you're too consumed with other people that bleed you for money in the family, or this person who's done this. Like you're not actually seeing something that has to do with a down payment, relocating, what they're doing with the money. It could be across seas. It could be putting money into a bank account and you don't see it. Like there's something shady here. And somebody's really good at hiding something. So, I mean, if you're meant to get swindled or it's meant to happen, then I guess it's meant to happen. But don't be so blind in a situation that you can't see that you're being used, especially if you think somebody's your friend. And this looks like it's a damn family member. And it's like somebody's, trying to hold something else. Somebody's in the middle and you're looking at it. Oh, it's just like a little setback or a pause. No, that's not what it is. Somebody's trying to sabotage and get something out of a situation. So heads up there. I think for somebody who has such a great eye for detail, you sure are missing something here. The pregnancy card didn't even come out. Somebody has something to tell you. Something is your demise or my demise. I don't know what that saying is. I think somebody just thinks being like this generous person is, I feel like somebody here thinks that they're obligated. And they're not. I don't know, because you just assume it's family, then. And once a divorce is a divorce, doesn't mean you're not obligated anymore, especially if you're a father family. But there's something going on underneath the surface that somebody else is not seeing. And is somebody still trying to swindle you? Somebody's still trying to take advantage of you, but you're not seeing it because you're focused on something else, hoping that somebody else isn't seeing what you're up to. So it's like two mischievous people are not seeing something really big. Because this one's thinking of that one, that one's thinking of that one. Not a person per se, just a situation. And I don't know. Whatever it is, I don't like it. There's something here where it's really starting to like bug me, because it's if you want to feel obligated to somebody and not see that somebody is using you for money, or babysitting, or paying the bills, or if you don't want to see it, you want to be that naive, fine. Do I think you're gonna lose your whole fortune in it? No, but I do. Something is very frustrating there, in the sense of you're still not seeing the length. You're still not seeing something about a human being, a family member, blood or not blood, that is not good. And I can just yucky. I can sense it. I don't like it. I hope that's not anybody you guys end up with, because that just wouldn't be a good scenario. Oh, but that's my kid's father, that's my kid's mother, you know, that's my boss, or that's, you know, that's my dad, that's my mom. Like, okay. And yeah, see, Tower, 8 of Wands. Yeah, I don't know. Someone's so busy like planning a new life or doing something that they literally don't see somebody fucking them over. It's almost like someone plays so sweet, because I'm getting strawberry shortcake, but then I'm getting pulled to Gargamel. So it's like the minute you piss somebody off, the whole fucking game changes. But this, yeah. Somebody was sitting in a situation because it was beneficial to them, not because it was the right thing to do. And I still think like somebody's not picking up on it. So do be careful. And honestly, it looks like another energy that's like good and about to go do something, but it's like they don't see. There's like a curveball or somebody trying to throw a wrench in something, or if there's a divorce and you're like, oh, we'll go in and we'll buy property. Like, you're out of your fucking mind. Like, you get like, so I don't know what's going on. It's almost like, imagine if me and my ex were kosher and we split and we bought property. Where would I be right now? If that was the case and everything seemed perfect and it was fine, and that person, I never thought it would turn as wild as it did. Because you never know how somebody gets or feels when it comes to vengeance, greed, pettiness. You meet somebody else, they have a hold on you. You get where I'm going with that? Like, be very, very, I'd make sure that divorce is sealed nice and fucking tight. But I almost feel like somebody feels bad for somebody, or, oh, they're family. It doesn't seem like a situation where, how many times are you going to give somebody money and they just don't clean themselves up, or they never pay back? It doesn't seem like that. It seems like you don't even realize that this person has been in this situation, but you thought you were the one that was staying in a situation because it benefited everybody. But somebody else was only staying in it because it benefited them. It never benefited the other person. Does that make sense? So even though something karmic has ended, there's still something dwindling. Let's do it for the kids. Let's do it for family vacation. Let's do it so like 20 years from now, like, we all have a place to go, a cottage, you know, so the kids always have it. Like, some, like, but that's on you guys. But it is always nice. I always wanted that, a lake house or a cottage, a pond, anything. I you know, because that's what I'm kind of getting. Like, it's like a little bit at a distance, and you're looking at land there. You might possibly be building on it. It's one thing for, you know, to investment property. That I don't know. Be careful, because Spirit's telling me like someone's so consumed looking at this, thinking somebody else didn't see that, but that person sees it very clearly, and they're trying to play you like a fiddle, is what I just heard. I don't really know what that expression is. I'm like naive, right? But like, a gesture, like, isn't it a gesture that plays the fiddle? What's it mean when somebody says they want to play you like a fiddle? To manipulate a person. So is it like subliminal when it comes to like music? a person skillfully able to manipulate. Yeah, see, like, be careful. Like, somebody doesn't see that somebody is extremely manipulative. And I did a read yesterday. The Five of Swords came out with intimacy. And it did. It looked good, but I meant to tell you guys, and I got sidetracked because I had to go out and help. Somebody could be using sex as manipulation as well. Like, oh, I know he wants it, so I'm not going to give it to him. But you know what I mean? So somebody is a skilled manipulator. And I think somebody just doesn't see it. Somebody thinks they're just sweet like fucking strawberry shortcake. Somebody just doesn't see it. And again, like, I feel like I've said this before in other readings, but here's the deal. Like, there's closure here. There's finalizations. Like, if there's a divorce, the paperwork has been signed. If it has to do with business, you bought them out or whatever the case may be. If it has to do with work, but still not seeing something. So if that's the case, then you gave somebody probably a large chunk of money just so, like, they were happy, like you offered it, versus the lawyers going back and forth. You just thought maybe if you offered, then somebody would be happy because you didn't even think they wanted money. Like, I'm telling you, like, someone just, because something I think ended amicably, possibly, that you don't see that somebody's still in it for the long run. Like, I don't, it's actually aggravating me because I can't quite pinpoint it and somebody else doesn't see it. So good luck if that person's in your life. It's almost like maybe you just had enough of telling the same person, like, that person's using you for your money, that person's using, like, and it's the family member, you keep telling your grandmother, like, why don't you see it? Or, hi from Australia, why don't I see it? Or it's two siblings talking and you're like, how does he not see? Like, she just keeps giving money and money, and she keeps giving them money. It's like you keep giving it to your kid, like a kid can do no wrong. Like, there's some type of situation there that somebody, like, might have thought that. I don't even think they put this. See, this is so frustrating because I think you're about to give up on somebody because of that. Like, how can this person not see it? And maybe they do see it and they just don't want to own it to you. They don't want to tell you you're right. But they feel some type of obligation, so they keep giving it a stipulation, a stipple. Is that what it is? Like, someone gives somebody what's that? Like, someone gives somebody a stipple, a stipling, a stipple. It's like increments of money, right? Like, is that what it is? A stipple? Increments of money. What would you call that? What's a bundle of money? A strap? No. What's a stipple? No, that's a stipple. What's the meaning of a stipple when it comes to finances? A stipend? An arrangement during an acquisition, an investment bank, financial security bundle, two types, security together, a bond, a stock. Yeah, so I don't know if, like, again, it's like property. So what does that mean, though? Like, I get it, like, it's somebody's giving you a stipend, but is that like increments of money? No, right? It's private equity investment. Careful, because it's like, maybe you guys should invest in something, but like, here's a difference. Like if you're doing it with somebody else and it doesn't involve this family member, then fine. But I think there's something here that involves a family member, and that family member is just all about money. Like, I don't know if there's like an inheritance here, and it's like you get a certain amount like every year or every couple months. So I must be using the wrong word. Sweet like cake. So, yeah. You lose a job, do you still get a stipend? No. Pension? Well, the company wants to give it to you. So I don't know what word I'm looking for then. It's like, it's in like somebody's will. So it's almost like you get a divorce, it's all in the paperwork. Somebody dies, it's all in the paperwork. You know what I mean? So like I said, be careful. Like if you're just investing and the divorce isn't quite done, do not purchase property. Or if you're like, you could have had to give your property away in a divorce and you did it out of, courtesy because you wanted to move and you wanted to, make sure he or she was situated, something like that. But if something's not finalized, do not be foolish enough to do that. But then people want to be like, well, don't tell me to do with your money. Well, then, you know what? Just have nothing to do with this person if that's the case, because I think somebody is not done learning a lesson when it comes to a certain situation. And it's not for everybody in this case, but it's got to be for a good handful of people if I'm still here talking about it. So be careful, because somebody is all about the money. And somebody might have never seen somebody's true colors because they just didn't want to see it. Or they were afraid if they did see it, they would have to give more. I don't know. But by somebody ignoring it, if somebody's just ignoring it and hoping it goes away, or I don't know, it seems pretty fucking foolish to me. And if you're about to buy a new property and a divorce or something, you have a business partnership with somebody, real estate, until you're out of something, do not be buying something with anybody else. And again, if this is your family and you're dealing with it and you're going back and forth with your cousins, your siblings, whatever the case may be, and it's like we just don't see it, like it's got to be so frustrating. Like there's nothing you can do. Like they're the ones that are always spoiled, or they had the rich father and you were the stepchildren. You know what I mean? Like, so you don't have that upper hand, or like it's the grandmother of the family and she just gives to her grandchildren, but this other person's getting, so much money a month and it's being spent on stupid shit because somebody's spoiled. Like, even if somebody else had a job, they still want the money from somebody else. It's almost like child support without it being child support. So I have no idea what's going on there, but somebody is not seeing something, and good luck if that's somebody you know. I mean, it could be you and this could be your boss, but you do his accounting. Do you say something? Do you not? And if you do, like, hey, do you realize, like, I cut a check for your son or your daughter, like, for so much money last month? Like, even if you ran it by him, he'd be like, yeah, okay. Like, so there's something here that's just very naive or nonchalant, or, yep, that's fine, don't want to talk about it, just write the check. It could be, blackmail? Somebody could be blackmailing. Like, I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick before we get into this reading. Something probably with past life, but like, that's that energy too. It's Scorpio right now, and with Pluto Pluto and what's the other one right now? Oh, Capricorn, and that's Saturn. That's karma. Karma's really hitting people hard. I just heard court. Court has been coming out with the judge making a ruling against shitty people. I just heard that just might as well put your hands up, like there's no way around it. Just take the consequences. So that might have something to do with something, but that came out of fucking nowhere. But the last time that came in, it looked positive. But if it's karmic, then no. And that makes, there's something here, like a deal often. Capricorn is about money, finances, 10th house. And you work in a Scorpio at the same time. So it's going to go really good or really bad, or you're going to start playing takeaway. Or situations like this, like a stifling, whatever. I don't know. But that seemed like stocks or something. Different examples of a stifle. She makes no attempt. No, that's not it. Staple holes where it's made small bundles of notes. Could be loosely tied together with a thread. Each note, length of thread handed out and measure prevented tellers, cashiers, thieves, skimming the note off the top. I didn't know they could do that. You know, people do that with like credit cards. You know, different origins to get enough money to be paid by the boss to get the day off, collecting money. Some say it's collecting money to pay for a funeral or an event, but it's a lie. So I almost feel like, again, like there's something illegal or super fucking shady about the way something's being handled with money. I don't know if the IRS will get involved. Like something just is not being, no, I don't know, that it doesn't sound good. I want to look something up. Sorry, I was replying to somebody and then I was watching the birds real quick. The robins are all on the ground, but I filled up so many bird feeders the other day. And I'm like, oh, my birds are back. I'm so excited for my birds and my squirrels and my chipmunks. Just heard Ride or Die. No, destroying or defacing your currency is illegal. So I don't know if it's like, again, that's like to get enough money to your boss to get the day off. That's almost like, it reminds me of like, it's so fucked up, like where Marsh works, they give time and a half plus the holiday plus her pay, and her boss is just like, okay, but it's like, do you realize the amount of money you're giving? It feels illegal. It feels wrong. And she's like, yeah, it feels wrong even taking it. But then she's like, sometimes I just take it because they just don't pick up on shit like that. And it's just like, but it's like taking advantage of something. Like, I get it. It's like getting paid triple for a day you're not even there. So, and it's like collecting money to pay a funeral, but you don't. It's not a funeral. So there's something here with a stifle or stifling. Again, I don't think that's the word I'm looking for, but that's what I keep being told. So I don't know what's going on with that. The lawyer thing with court here too. It's like you might as well just give in. But it's like the court already knows you backpedaled or you just didn't do a good job. Like, I don't know. It's almost like illegal. I don't know if somebody's going to jail. I don't know what's going on here. I don't think it has anything to do with money. Unless it's like you owe the bank money on a home or get kicked out of an apartment, you owe money. Because the vibe I'm getting is not like if there was a court in a good decision, something's going to go in your favor. This is like something's not going to go in your favor and karma's going to catch up to you. So I don't know what that is in regards to court. That just came through. It's not usually a past life deck, but I was also talking about Capricorn with karma and Pluto. So, it's like going down. I could see somebody falling to their knees and crying, but it's like it's your fault. So it's like the dramatic people in court, like when they murder somebody, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm going to jail. That's what I'm seeing. Like someone can't believe, like, but it's like it goes in like, not the plaintiff, but the other family. It's not about the plaintiff or the, I can't even think of the other word, but it's not about that. And pull to an apple. So I don't know what that's about. But like say like the other family, like it goes in their favor, like, but it's still bittersweet because, their son was taken or whatever the case. You know what I mean? So I don't know what's going on. Could even have to do with fame. It could have something to do with just the public eye and P. Diddy. Who knows? Like just shit like that. But I am getting pulled to like people who watch those like dramatic courtroom scenes. But I also see two people standing up like they don't give a shit and you got caught. Something's going down. Yeah, see, deception. But I never really got this deception here with the daughter or water. So it could be something to do with a child. He lied about a child. Teenager. Pages and daughters are usually teenagers, teeny boppers. But it's like trying to trick somebody and feed. It's like a baby trying to feed the mother. It doesn't work that way. But like somebody thought they were getting away with it. So something is definitely going down. And again, it just could be a feminine line about identity. I don't know what that means. Could be claiming somebody you shouldn't be claiming. Taxes, I don't know. Shiesty. That came out the other day too. Shiesty. That's come out a couple times. Shiesty with information. I don't know. It's funny. I was just talking about the birds out there. The moon lying about somebody. The father. Four of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. Daughter of Air. Victory. Wheel of Fortune. With karma and judgment. Yeah, with that wheel and judgment coming out, I'm telling you, like, it's no joke, whatever this is. But I'm seeing, like, the gavel. So whether you're in court or not, like, shit that's just being played out is permanent. Like, it's on your record, or there's no, you know what I mean? Maybe you got caught selling drugs to minors. Like, there's something going on. Jesus. And then I just said drugs to minors, and this is the card with the needle. So I don't know what's going on here. It's like... And again, it can be like something carrying over to like what we just read. With like, no, I don't use drugs, but yet you still get a stipend. You still get monthly something. So I know I'm not using the word right. A monthly stipling. Is that a thing, guys? What is that? Like a monthly stipend? Like getting pulled to the government. A stipend. It is a thing. Can it come from the government? Like you get so much money that goes towards this, or yeah. Why do I feel like I know what it is, but I'm not being told or it's not coming to me? Like, it's almost like I feel naive about it, or something. Like I'm not meant to know. Like, so I don't know if somebody's trying to cover something up. So like maybe getting money illegally. Yeah, we already went through that. What is this? Well, wherever you're saying the money is going, it's not going to a child. It's not going towards food. It's not going towards something. If there's a child involved and there's drugs here, like, I don't know, something could just be catching up to you, or it can be an adult. It could be a father. Somebody could have just diabetes here, but typically I don't think you would shoot up right there. But my brother never shot up right there, and he's got diabetes, and his pod's over near his butt. And I want to say his shots were in the stomach when he was little. So I'm thinking that has to do with drugs. Or somebody just got caught up lying and, paying the consequences. And I don't know if somebody is just using something else to ease the pain. 8 of Cups. It's like a walking disaster. Actually, I think that's the 8 of Wands. That's cups. Okay. Yeah, there's wands. I feel like the last time I used these, I put them upside down. I typically, doesn't matter if they're upside down. Okay, so that might, lovers and two of swords might be a thing. Could be parents, needing to make a judgment call with judgment. The emperor, a boss, the hangman. So there could be some disappointing information coming towards you, but it could just be a lie, so be careful. Somebody could be saying, hey, somebody's using again, but they're not. Or this could be somebody throwing somebody under the bus, or this could be like some type of verdict might come in, and it's not going to be the greatest verdict. It's like, here's your consequences for your lies, but it's you got caught up. Like, it's almost like, oh, I didn't say that, but you did say that. You can't take it back. So I don't know what the fuck this is. 10 of Cups could have to do with a family member, family in general. Repetition though, but it's like something over and over. An excuse, same old song and dance. Got the universe, like this is the end of it. Like, it could be you just making a judgment call or a verdict, but it feels like a higher authority is making a call here. And again, it could just be universal. Time to adjust. Could have to adjust your medication. Be careful. If some family members steal other people's medication because they're an addict, and then you don't have enough and you're adjusting because somebody else stole the product. The product. I don't know if there's like large quantities of something. This could be like a universal read and somebody getting caught like with a shipment, or there's a bad batch of drugs going around, but it's too late. It's already out there. And even if you made a public announcement, like, remember that happened years ago? It's not the first time, but like, it's not going to stop a drug addict. They're not going to be like, all of a sudden, I'm going to be clean because I don't know if I got a good batch or a bad batch. I mean, every batch can be bad. So, but it seems like intentional. But this could just be bad news about somebody's health. Not the greatest news. Somebody could think you're lying, or you are lying about something. I feel like I want 5 cards, 5-card lineup, which is, I don't typically 5-card draw. It could be gambling here. People are addicted to so many things: gambling, drugs, food, porn. Ace of Wands. This team seems to be like exciting or an idea. It doesn't fit. Doesn't fit at all. Unless it's just a change of scenery. Not Staten Island. I'm thinking of Shawshank Redemption. They swam. So there could be an outbreak within a prison, an illness, something going around. Could be bird flu. Maybe you're getting an injection. It's not really flu season. When it comes to, there could be a volcano, a fire. There is something definitely universal going on here as well. Antarctica. Ten of Swords. Jesus. It's like, oh, we get to the perfect island and it ends up being, what's that, the island of the fly of the island of fly. Remember that old book, something with a fly? And a boy on an island? I forget what that is. The Fly? Is it just called The Fly? I don't know. I feel like there's like a disease here. But does anybody know what movie I'm talking about? Is it just called The Fly? And it's something to do with an island. What was that about? Was there any disease on the island? Wasn't it supposed to be like a scary movie? What was the movie about? Anybody know? I guess I could look it up. Was it called The Fly? The movie The Fly? I think I'm wrong. Was The Boy a Fly? 1986. So the guy turned into a fly. A brilliant but eccentric scientist begins to perform a giant man hybrid after experiments goes wrong. Brilliant but eccentric begins to transform a giant. Why is that down? It literally is repeating itself twice. I thought I was like reading it wrong. Was it something about 2 times? It was a good movie. Well, it repeats it twice here for some reason. So, malignant, like, so I don't, you could be taking medicine that's, I'm hearing placebo too, so I don't, something could go wrong, but this could be an outbreak. I don't know if you guys heard about the retrograde zebra, but she was finally collared. I don't know what you're talking about, but like the zebra came in with one of the animals the other day, and I forgot to mention it to you, and I saw something about a zebra. And you know what I've been noticing? I said something, I haven't listened to You Know Who in a while, but I noticed there's been a couple things I've been talking about, and then like a day later, her video, like her descriptions when I'm scrolling through YouTube says like my exact words. Like I was like, all right, so I'll listen to something. I listened to something last night. She talked about the YMCA, but she was talking about the singing group. I said something about the YMCA as if it was like daycare. And then I said something about money, and she used the same exact line in her read. So once in a while, me and her do that. It's like I'm usually a day ahead of her or behind her, vice versa. But right now, it's like I'm a day ahead of her and she's a day behind me. So it's almost like extra confirmation. But I kept saying there was something about money. But it's the way I said it, like it was slang or something. Time is money. That's what it was. So, but it's like being explained differently. So I don't know, I'm getting pulse of the fly. I'm just seeing the birds, and I don't know if it's bird flu. It's like, oh, here's a great idea, get a vaccination. Or I'm going to go isolate myself on an island thinking you're safe. If you plan on going on vacation with the family, somebody's sick, you can't go, but you're like, oh, how can I make it happen? Because I know years ago, and I didn't know it was a thing until somebody actually got a shot. So I guess if you have COVID really bad, there's like a shot to help you heal quicker. It's like, all right, just adding more shit to our fucking body. Now we get sick and we need a vaccine for it to go away, or it won't go away. You know how many people are going to fucking die because they can't afford the vaccine? So there's absolutely something hands down happening here that's probably global. The eye of the tiger. That's Katy Perry, right? And I wanna see you roar. Oh. Isn't that more like motivation? What is the eye of the tiger about, Katy Perry? She wrote the song after undergoing therapy, saying she was sick of keeping all these feelings inside and not speaking up. So there's something medical going on here. Like, someone could have addiction, somebody really misused, something happened with the family. It's like someone wants to tell you what's going on within the family, but they're not telling you. They're keeping it from you. They're lying about it. I don't know. I kind of see like a volcano. You think this is a good idea? Fuck, man. I hope this isn't like a bird flu or something with insects, mosquitoes. It is that time of year. I mean, I've been in the backyard. My dad got a tick on him all of a sudden, but I've been in the backyard like 2 weeks straight. I mean, people haven't raked back there in like over like 10 years. It's been insane. So I'm slowly doing it. It hurts every day, but I know that I got to get my strength back. So, but I'll have to show you. I feel like a little landscaper, but I'm like, there's no fucking bugs. It's weird. And he was doing the tilling. So I'm like, I hope I didn't open like a sack of ticks when he was like tilling. But they were deer ticks. They were at least big enough to, see it. And I've been checking myself every day. But like the mosquitoes aren't out yet. We disturbed the queen bee, so she's out. She's still alive. I haven't gone back to her house yet, but I tried to put it back together. It was the prettiest little design. It was almost made out of ribbons. But the bees aren't out yet, so there's no hive. But that was last week, and I still see her, surviving. So, which I think is great. I just don't know how much longer because we woke her up. I've been saying that for years, and sure as shit, it happened. So I haven't touched the front of the yard. Well, the front garden. I think I saw a mosquito maybe a few weeks ago, 1 or 2 mosquitoes. There's like the little gnats here and there, but not like the bugs that are usually out there. I really didn't think anything of it. I did find a salamander. But yeah, like and I even bought the needs oil for like the plants outside, but there's nothing bugging them yet. So I don't know what this is. It's got to be something with bugs, birds. It's like the government lying to you. This is like the aftermath of like COVID and getting the vaccine. But I'm getting pulled to the fly. Whatever that movie was about. Well, it said something about a scientist, half man, half fly. Typically, if you're near water, a lot of bugs, you'd light a fire. I had a fire yesterday for the first time and cleaned out the fire pit. And I was like, first fire of the year. Very exciting. So, I don't know. I mean, ticks carry deadly diseases now. It can fuck you up. You can lose limbs over it. It's fucking crazy. Especially if you're fucking diabetic, like you're going down. The moon. Yeah, no, see, this is deception. You're not seeing it. It's being hidden from us. It's like the whole alien effect. Alien. I want to say placebo effect, but alien effect. I mean, the lies here are just like, this isn't like an obvious lie, like a drug user being like, I'm not using. It's obvious, this person's lying. And you got the star. I don't know. Everyone's saying like the world is flat now. It's however you choose to live your life, however you want to view your world, your reality. That's up to you. But there's something coming, and I don't like it. Could even like with these flowers, I don't know if there's seahorses in this deck, but a seahorse pushes out babies like that, as if like you're blowing, pushing hard like labor. But I can see this flower, it's so delicate, like in and out, like, so I don't know if it's like pollination. We were just talking about a bee. Could be a poisonous flower. Careful in your backyard. I mean, I don't know what this is. Whatever it is lives outside in the air. Like, to me, it lives outside. Maybe it only comes out at night. Sounds like a creepy movie, right? It only comes out at night. Mosquitoes typically only come out at night. But the gnats, all that stuff is during the day. And I'm raking up fucking leaves. You see the spiders I'm coming across. But, like, there's wetland. I'm just shocked. Son of air, somebody could have passed away. A child can pass away. Somebody could be using drugs and you don't know they're using drugs. Popping pills. There's something going on within a family member. Somebody's using. There's clearly a child involved here. Before it was the daughter. Now you got the mother of earth, Taurus for Capricorn. Father of earth, Taurus for Capricorn. Daughter of water. Son of water, son of air, son of earth. They're all lined up. All the characters are all lined up. So there's definitely something, aunts, uncles, kids, something going on with the family here. That's disappointing. But there is a lie, and it sucks that there's kids involved here. I'm telling you, like, it's like this Ace of Fire, like, oh, it's a great idea. I don't like it's this Ace of Fire. It's so oddly fucking placed. Somebody could be burning themselves, cutting themselves. Your kid can be cutting themselves, burning themselves. I don't know what this is. It's not good though. I don't know if it's like a pandemic, but there is a child here, and you're not seeing something. Or you are, and you're ignoring it, and you're lying about it. That could even be family services. I don't know, guys. But I'm getting a placebo effect there. 9 of Pentacles, making adjustments. But this is like gaining something, but I don't see anybody gaining anything here. So it could be about money, thinking you're going to gain, but thinking something's going to go in your favor here. I don't see anything going in your favor. If this has to do with child abandonment or and sometimes, the kids just do their thing and the parents get in trouble for it, and it's really not your fault. It's the eye of the tiger, and I want to hear you. So I don't, there could be something going on. Maybe your kid needs a therapist, somebody to talk to. They'll hold them back. If you got nothing to lose, if anything, you'll gain something if your child really needs it. Again, this could be you lying about a child or a child lying to you. Or I'm hearing the truth comes out, but right now it's still hidden. Or maybe the truth came out, but it's being hidden from you. I don't know, guys. Truce with the Four of Swords. It's like really giving it some thought. You could have been arguing with a family member. You want to call it truce. Might be too late. Because it doesn't look like the truth has come out. And if it has, you're being lied to. The family's being lied to. The Mother of Water. Ace of Earth. This ace seems to be coming out. A lot of aces have been coming out lately, but like there's no follow through. It could just be verdicts. It almost reminds me of like a farmer holding a sign. Definitely be careful with, insects. Don't want to make you paranoid, but like, again, I don't know if this is like a bird flu, something with mosquitoes, something with a vaccine. Hybrid fly. I mean, could have a kid that transgender, they're a boy, they want to be a girl, they're a girl, they want to be a boy, just with the hybrid factor. Or it could be like something with adoption. Somebody thinks they can get out of something, but I don't see how. Coffin, endings, new beginnings, growth, liberation, changes, making healthier choices in love, being happier. So definitely getting out of a situation. The Runner, codependent, fear of intimacy with the Moon. New phase, transformation, growth. So it's almost like wanting to leave a situation or something like, so like there's like a lesson learned here, but not yet, not completely. Love, abundance. Just got wicked itchy. All of a sudden, yes. Ow! I almost pulled my hamstring. That's itchy all of a sudden. Let me get some alcohol swabs. I'm hoping it's not poison ivy, because there's plenty of that back there. So I'm telling you, there's something with outdoors, but poison ivy is poison ivy. To me, it's not good. You know what I mean? It's poison. Well, not like that, guys, but I'm personally allergic to it. So it's 10 times worse for me. But all of a sudden, that got wicked fucking itchy. That one spot. It's almost like that one vein. So if somebody's lying about the direction that they're going in, I don't know why. I don't know why you feel it. Maybe you feel the need to lie to your family. Like something huge is going down. It's just like you're lying, or somebody is lying. There's something going down. Your family, extended family, I don't fucking know, but I don't know if somebody uses it as like an excuse. Positive mindset with the Three of Swords with bad news. Not today, not dealing with it. So kind of like, again, your choice, positive mindset or a negative mindset. But it's almost like there could be something new with all these aces, but not doing anything about it. I don't know if there's guilt, but becomes a fly all of a sudden. This whole time, there wasn't a damn fucking fly. Sadness, missing you, unsure of the future with the Son of Air. So the kids are fucking traveling. I like you, someone likes you. Like, what the fuck? Being lighthearted, finding out. Self and focusing on yourself. Shadow work. Union, going in a new direction. Like, what the? Like, this is just like ignoring the obvious. I don't understand why somebody would do this. The chaser, so now you got the runner chaser, the moon. So it's like lying to a family member, like purposely lying to a family member, though. Like, one's happy, going in a new direction, but not really happy, but you can choose to be happy. But it's like somebody is not starting something new because they would have to tell the truth, maybe. And this is not wanting to tell the truth. The snake, competitor, malicious. The other woman looking over your shoulder. So I don't know what type of truce you made, or if you made a promise to the family. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if this woman wants you to keep something a secret. Or this person, or you're purposely not telling somebody something because of this other woman. Expressing your love, thinking about you. Again, that could be emotional manipulation. I don't know. This is almost like the ending of the other read where I didn't even want to talk about it because it was just like becoming frustrating because somebody wasn't seeing something. This is somebody's hiding something from somebody or not going a brand new direction because they would have to tell the truth or tell somebody what's going on. Others of you're not even, this is like having cousins and like your aunt and uncle were going through this, but you're never going to hear about it because somebody's maybe ashamed. I don't know. Some of you might not ever hear what this is, and others of you know, but it's like tricky. Like, you could totally move on, but like nobody's moving on. And it's avoiding because of something else or a family situation. Again, empath, being charmed. You need boundaries. I don't know who this chick is, or there's another feminine out there that's not liking somebody else, but anywho, been there and done that. And it could be somebody you don't even fucking know. So it's almost like not saying anything and then going after what you want. Eventually she's going to find out. So if you think she's not, you're out of your mind, or you're waiting to do this because of this, or yeah. Again, stabbed in the back, deception. So I don't know if, I don't fucking know. Big lies here though. Unconditionally loving, falling in love, Cupid's arrow, having fun, moving on, self-absorbed narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. And the dog was just running, and Loki, that was like complete chaos. It almost startled me. So you got Runner Chaser with the moon in the family. Okay, so somebody's not saying something to somebody. Somebody's definitely hiding something from a family member intentionally to go work in your benefit or something. Like, I don't think this would work in your benefit. It's like you can have happiness, but like, or not dealing with it, or somebody's like shooting up and it's like, you know, to get high and giddy and, you know, but it's like, you know, somebody's doing it with it, you know, somebody's doing something, but you're just not dealing with it, you know. And something's over. You can be making better choices, doing other things, being happier, but yet you're still sitting, someone's still sitting in the Seven of Swords as if they can still get away with lying. So it's like not calling somebody out, whether you're aware of it or not, but allowing that person to feel like they're getting away with it. Why though? Because that's when you get taken advantage of. But it's almost like you're okay with being taken advantage of here. And it's like you want to call a truce, but somebody's not allowing you to call a truce. So it's somebody's also emotionally manipulating. And again, it can be about money with the 9 of Pentacles here. You know, you were married, you were once together. There's an addiction, taking advantage of that. But it's like shadow work, time to heal. It's the way somebody's saying something to you, like if you do that, it's wrong. Again, it's like the 5 of Wands. People, you know, everybody has a fucking opinion on how everything should go, but like somebody here should be making their own decisions and they're not. They're being held back because they're listening to everybody else have a fucking opinion here. You got a woman over here, but it seems to be like 2 different women too, but somebody definitely sabotaging something or getting in the way of something. And with this Ace of Fire, somebody does not want you hooking up with somebody, or somebody does not want you, like, almost like they're being charming you, as if like, now people, when they split up, people still sleep with each other. I'm so glad I didn't do that with anybody. But like, I know people that do that, like their kid's father. Like every once in a while they still sleep together, but there's still somebody else in the picture. Like it's disgusting, but like people do it, dude. Like it just, I'm like, dude, it is what it is. Like, I feel like there's something like this going on, or at least, you know, she's attempting to do that. And he could still be saying no, but the attempt is still there. So this is like, you can do something about it. How ironic is it that the fly is out on, it's a dragonfly, but it's out on the 10 of Cups. So like, I don't know what's going on here. Ancestry, I don't know. No, we're second cousins. Doesn't really count. Like, I don't know what's going on there. But, again, you just have a lot, holding yourself back. And it is, I don't know if you're ashamed. Yeah, like you can have something better, but it's almost like you're ashamed to admit it because you're hiding a family secret. And if you end up with somebody with the divine masculine, if they're hiding some type of secret, and this would not, hoping somebody else is going to understand, like, I don't know. Like somebody wants a new life, but are you actually going to do it? There's divine timing, so maybe it would take more time, or maybe it's time and they miss out. Be patient with somebody. I don't know. Somebody could have briefly got addicted to drugs, like their way out. So it's almost like someone doesn't want to come forward. And there's other family members at play here that are not like the greatest family members. Definitely trying to stop somebody to have a new beginning. Somebody does not, like, somebody's using emotional manipulation. Like it's almost like this person's like, if you go back in this direction, like I'd be devastated. Like, so I don't know if somebody made promises to somebody, like I would never do that, but like now they're getting caught up because they never should have made that fucking promise. Clearly something is extremely karmic here. And it's like, you know, it's time to move on. But it's almost like this is a friend or a person or somebody who's ashamed to come back and have a conversation with you because on how something went down or how they treated you. You know, there's a lot going on. They could have shut you out because it's family shit, but like they didn't know how to talk about it. But then that's their karma to figure out. You know what I mean? Like, so it's almost like, say, like you stop talking to somebody because it was family stuff, but you don't shut somebody out because it's family stuff going on. You know, but apparently this person did. It looks like they shut out the wrong fucking person, if you ask me. So I don't know if somebody thought they were doing something for your benefit, but that's like even more frustrating because they made a choice for you. Like, so it's almost like they feel like someone can't win here, but like they're not even trying. if they are trying, they keep getting like stopped. Like it's almost like it comes to like they're stopping themselves. So technically they're not trying. Like they're trying, but they're not. But they're not trying. Does that make sense? Because they're still not doing it. Like there's no action. There's nothing backing them up. Like there's. It's like telling yourself you have to heal before you go towards something. Like that's one of the biggest misconceptions in this world. It's like your mother telling her daughter, like, oh, time to heal. You really shouldn't be dating right now. Or, you know, you really shouldn't be switching jobs in the midst of a divorce because, you know, that's too much for one person to handle. Like, again, the biggest misconception, when the opportunity knocks, fucking take it. This is somebody who didn't take the opportunity. They thought the opportunity was better here. It's like having your way out plenty of times, but not taking the opportunity. And again, it's just there's so much addiction in the family or something going on. And it's like you can get out, but you feel obligated. It's somebody's karma is definitely here. Like it needs to be dealt with. And allowing another energy to almost make your decisions, even though you feel like that's not the case. It is the case because it's your own thoughts holding you back, and it's your own thoughts of like what went down, what would happen, how would you tell the truth? You know what I mean? It's like, but you got yourself here. It's sticky. The only way out is like you're stuck on a fucking fly trap and you can't get out. Like that's how somebody feels, but you can. But then you have to deal with this whole other situation. To me, just fucking deal with it. The quicker you deal with it, the more, like the quicker you deal with it, the better you'll be. Staying in this mental energy and dealing with this and not expressing it and talking about it's 10 times worse. And it's like two people freaking frack. Like we're better off. Like there's a lot going on within the family. No shit. But what you guys like? You feel like you got each other's back because you guys don't have each other's back. You got two people that are probably married that don't even have each other's back, but they think they have each other's back. They don't. There's nothing about that situation that's benefiting any of the children if there's children involved. Like it's fucking insane. It's almost like insanity here. You could have been fucking up your own children because you thought you were better off together. People think that that's a whole nother scenario. You know what I mean? And it's like fucking up your kids. You guys did it because you thought you were better together. And you're fucking up your kids is what you're doing. It's like, oh, I'm not telling the kids that you're separating. I'm not telling the kids what's really going on. Or, you know what I mean? Like, just something made the situation so much worse. Like somebody had the opportunity to fix something so many times or tell somebody something so many times. And like, it's you're only hurting your fucking children. And I do think there's somebody else here too, like in the sense of, you know, if we separate, is emotionally going to fuck with him or something. It's too late. By you guys lying and staying together, you already fucked up something. You already fucked up a kid. There's already a kid fucked up here. And I hate to say it like that, but that's the truth. There's a kid that's like mentally fucking exhausted because of your own greed, your own neediness, your own karma, your own codependency. You want this to go right. You want to go this way. Too much trying to perfect a situation. You know, it's shit like that. Let me skip this ad. And it's like you did it to yourselves. It's like people who lose custody of their kids because of drugs. And maybe another family member has them. You know, and the family member is just trying to sugarcoat things, but it made it worse. So, like, there's family members here that like to sugarcoat. And I'm telling you, like, I hate to say it, but she should kind of own fault the situation that you're in. You let something linger for too long. And I still feel like there's a woman here that just, you know, manipulated, take advantage of certain situations. And she didn't give a shit. She just didn't want you to move forward. Or it's like hormone injections, one parent lying to the other parent. But yet the two of you want to co-parent, but the two of you are solid, right? Again, it's like being naive, not seeing it. It's so frustrating. I almost don't even, it's like how I had to jump into another read because it was just like a lot to handle. And it wouldn't have been if the truth just was told. So it's like finding out like your father's not your father. You don't know who your father is because your mother was using. Who knows? There's so many different scenarios. You know, like your aunt's really your mother. Your mother could have passed away like at childbirth, and you have a greedy fucking aunt that wanted to raise you. And there's not much family, and she got away with it. And the truth comes out. Like I'm telling you, like it's a big deal. It's not something little. There's lies, manipulation, abandonment, like it's not good. It's kind of, I'm reading a sad story. I'm sorry if you guys are going through this. It's tough. So put your head up, hang in there, take the new opportunities, leave the past in the past, speak the truth, move on. Do what you can do for your family. Do what you need to do. No matter what you say, no matter what you do, you have somebody here that's still going to possibly lie about things, run their mouth. Dark night of the soul. Yeah, it's just something you have to go through. It's life changes. You know what I mean? Like, family is karma sometimes, and people like, oh, you know, blood thicker than water, or like ride or die. Like sometimes, like your DNA don't mean shit. Majority, a lot of people, what they don't realize, you're born or reincarnated into a family that has a lot of karmic, has a lot of karma. There's a lot of karma in somebody's family here. It's too much mumbo jumbo, and two people wanted to keep it quiet, and it benefited nobody. Why keep it like? Somebody thought like it was just going to benefit them to keep it quiet, but there's nothing here. So I'm nostalgia, fifth dimension. Like you're definitely vibing higher, but it might be because you're just leaving a situation behind. Kind of going within. It's definitely a tough fucking period here. You know, shift your focus, move forward. Stay out of it. Don't engage. This is like a life altering. It's like a new stage of life. But you have to choose it. It's like a new era, new decade, you know. But again, like you have to choose it. You have to choose where you put your energy. You have to choose what you want to, you know. But there's a fine line here. You have to accept what went down and take accountability for what went down, and realize what you've been doing the last couple of years has not benefited anybody. And again, there's something about two people thinking something solid and then making the right choices. And there's something with kids here that, you know, they're the ones that lose here. And you thought they would lose only if like you told them the truth. Like I don't know, but it's not positive. Like it's only positive if you take yourself out of this scenario. You know, complete manipulation, especially by this woman. But, you know, the cycles need to die. It looks like people are choosing to get out of these scenarios. And if it's not choice and you're not seeing something, higher officials will start making decisions. I don't see court here, but court came into it. Like, you have a way out. You've got to get out while you can. It's another opportunity to get out. What will you choose? It's like somebody keeping a secret for somebody. It's just, it's crazy. You can choose to distance yourself, or you can choose to, keep repeating the cycle. Some of you, it's so karmic, you won't be able to repeat the cycle. It's like going to jail, It's like reminding me of Jersey Shore again, all the fucking drama. But it's like, and then Mike comes out super positive as if he's like an influencer and I did it, you can do it. He didn't have a choice. He had to do it. He had a choice to fall and not better himself. But if you have a year plus something in jail, you might as well make the right fucking choices and see things differently, right? So again, it's like mindset. Somebody might be going to jail, and that's where they need to be. For the consequences, they chose. Consequences catch up to people. I mean, it is what it is. So, that's like hiding money. Might catch up to you, it might not. Hiding secrets might catch up to you, might not. To me, eventually everything's going to catch up to you. Whether it's physically tangible or mentally take a toll on you. And again, I think it's Mental Awareness Month, but I'm not sure. I thought it was September. That's come in the last couple of readings. What is Mental Awareness Month? Oh, it is in May. May, mental awareness. So yeah, I do think it's going to catch up on people. It's going to catch up. Say you've been in love with somebody for a long time, or you want to go in a new direction. You choose not to do it because there's all this going on. You know what I mean? Like, that's going to catch up to you. It could be that right type of pressure that is like, fuck it, I'm going to do it. I'm going. This is too much for me. And you make new choices. Or again, like, it could be karmic and your consequences are catching up to you. Even if two couples lied about something, like, the consequences, you have to face the consequences. And if you choose not to, nobody heals, nobody gets better. Especially if it's a family situation, if you don't take yourself out of it, if nobody learns a lesson, or you're afraid because you almost got caught, but you're hoping you're not going to have to pay the consequences, you're going to pay the consequences. And whether it's legal or not, like this Capricorn with Saturn and Pluto's destructive, that, like, you're getting served, papers are getting served. So if you're struggling, I'd hate it to be the other way around too, and you have nobody to talk to. That Katy Perry was raw. You have no one to talk to, and somebody might attempt suicide. Like, be kind, like, get that person the help that they need. If this is something that already could have happened, I have no idea. But again, like, it's something's rolling back around, and it's for you to take the initiative for a new start, and sometimes, we all feel different ways with kids and therapy, and you don't know what direction it can go into. And I remember with Jade, where she's like, I want to see a therapist. I'm like, okay, please just don't. I jump right to, good morning. Please don't take medicine. I've had this conversation before with you guys. What I should be doing is supporting it instead of going straight to the negative and saying, give it more time before you do this if they offer this, because eventually they're going to offer that, So there's definitely parenting here, and somebody thought they were doing the right thing by staying in a situation, and it's only doing more harm, and it's probably doing harm to your children, and it's doing more harm. And it could be causing you harm because somebody else is giving you shit because you want to go in a new direction. So somebody wants to make you feel guilty. So now you feel guilty about going in a certain situation because you feel obligated. Like that's emotional manipulation. That's scare tactics. That's all it is. And others of you, consequences are catching up to, the things that you thought you were getting away with. So get the help if you need the help. Honestly. Lean on a friend. Don't be afraid to tell them the truth. Maybe that person can, help you. So life is worth living, guys. You just have to change your mindset, And others they're too stubborn. They don't see it. And you're going to have no choice. And no choice in the sense of, you can get locked up. I don't know. But I love you guys. And I'll see you soon. Happy new moon. Enjoy it. A lot of us are not in this situation. It's the energy, it's the placements of the planets. Hang in there. Enjoy life. Love you guys. You're worthy. Tell yourself, I am worthy. I want to hear you. It's like, listen to stuff that's motivating. Okay? Love you guys.